Alright everyone, welcome back to another episode of All the Mods 6. I hope everyone is doing great today. I know that I am. We are jumping back into our game save here. There has been an update to the pack, and this is a very interesting item to note here. So, there was 2-3 updates already, actually, which is kind of crazy, in a very short period of time, maybe a week or so. And they did a multitude of different things. Now, the first one that came out, I actually updated to it, and it kind of broke my game. Actually, I had to fully uninstall the pack and then reinstall it for it to work properly. It is nighttime, let's sleep through the night. So, bunch of issues there with that. And then it got updated again, I believe, and then they had to release a hotfix for it because there were issues with something that they did to it. So, it's kind of all over the place. I would recommend, as always, and they even recommend it as well, make a backup of your game save before you do any kind of update or any change to your mod pack. You definitely don't want to be out of luck and lose your world for some reason, because if you do uninstall the mod pack, you will lose your game saves. So just go into the folder for it, take a copy, and store it on your desktop somewhere, just in case. And that's what I did, and I'm so happy I had done it because, or that I did do it, because I could have been in a tight spot. We could have lost our whole entire game save here, and that would have sucked. We would have been starting from scratch again. Well, not again. We'd be starting from scratch in general. So, there is something that I need to do here that I'm just realizing now, and that is the one probe mod has changed. Our settings for it have changed, so I just need to go in here and change where we want it to be located at, right in the middle, just like so, and that should be good. Now we look at stuff and then you guys can see it once again. So I should hold this just in case. It's probably changed because maybe we had to re-download the pack, or maybe it was the update that changed it, but I have no idea. Anywho, so a bunch of stuff to do. I hope you guys did enjoy the last episode where we dove even more into the create mod, and there is so much more I have planned for this mod. Don't you worry. I am super excited. Our moving platform is one of the coolest things that I feel like I've done in a long time in Minecraft. And yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. I did ultimately go back and change some stuff. So under here, I ended up using a different type of chassis, not a radial chassis. Let me look up the create mod here. So I ultimately went with, I think it was a linear chassis. So a linear chassis facing upwards with sticky resin on it to get onto the radial chassis that has the sticky on all the sides. So it is holding this in place. So it's not taking more than what it needs to be taking. So that is that. I have done a bunch of terraforming as well over here, taking down trees, planting willow wood trees, and I have some big plans for over here. As you can see, we have 2 outlines here, and I got just some thoughts going around in my head on what we can do with it. So definitely keep posted. Definitely check out my Twitch, because I'll probably do a bulk of the work over there. I do stream Mondays and Fridays at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but there could be additional streams thrown in there as well. So definitely follow over there and hit that notification button to make sure that you get notified when we do go live, because it's always a good time just messing around here on our game save. Anywho, so one thing I did do, I have a bunch of miscellaneous stuff I want to run through first before we jump into our actual item for today, just to get you guys caught up on what we have done. So, if you guys recall, we had these immersive engineering lines running to our storage center over there, and we weren't making enough power off of our machines, our power machines, to power our tools over here, our machines and tools and whatnot over here, as well as power our refined storage system over here. So what I had done is I put a dynamo in here for the time being with some coal. I believe it was just a Stirling dynamo. I put it in here with coal, and it worked. Now, I didn't want to solely rely on that for power over here, so what I ultimately did is I obviously got rid of it because it's no longer there. I readjusted our lines here, and I created another thermo generator. Now, this is a basic one, so it does produce a little bit more than your standard one, because of what the consumption of the refined storage is. I want to be ahead of it. I don't want to be breaking even or below it. Obviously, I want to be ahead of what the power consumption of a refined storage system is. And this definitely gets us there. So we do have our thermo generator here, the basic one. So again, if you're jumping into thermo generators, I highly recommend just going right to the basic one and not starting with the lower tier one. Just because if you do want to bump up to I'm sorry. It's not the thermo generator that I recommend that with. The thermo generators and things like that, you can start with the starter one and then move up. It's the energy cell. Energy cell, don't start with the starter one, just go right to the basic one, because ultimately it kind of uses a little bit more resources. You actually have to make 2 starter energy cells to get to the next tier. But anyway, that's a whole different thing. I'm not going to get into it. So yeah, we have this set up specifically for our refined storage system. So we have lines still running over there. I might move them eventually. And then we have our basic thermo generator and our basic magmator over here as well. I'm starting to clear off space over here because there is something additional that I want to do with the power mod that we need space for. So that's what that is going to be used for right there. I think that's pretty much it over here. We haven't really done anything else. The other thing I did want to get crafted up, which you guys might know that I've been talking on for quite some time, and I don't know if I overlooked this in our first episode, or in the first few episodes, or if this is something that's been added in down the line. I'm guessing it's been here this whole time, and I just, for some reason, haven't noticed it. We do have crafting sticks here, which will make crafting on the go way easier. So it's very, very straightforward. It's just a stick and a crafting table. So we'll just get that, just like so. Very, very easy. Get that crafted up, and there we go. So basically, this will allow you to craft anywhere that you need to. Balance largest stack, balanced. Oh, they have some new controls in here that weren't in there in the last update of this, for this mod for cyclic. Yeah, cyclic's been in here from the start. So yeah, that's the basic crafting stick. Now there's an advanced one as well, which I don't remember being in the mod before, but this is pretty cool. You take a little bit of iron and a chest with your crafting stick, and it actually will save the inventory. So we'll do that, and then we'll come back over here, and this will actually save it. So let's say we wanted to make, I don't know, I guess stone wheels aren't in here. A piece of compressed cobble, one of them. Well, typically, if you back out of a normal crafting station, it would go away. But this one will actually save it for you. So if there's something that you need to grab or need to do, it'll actually save the recipe in there for you. Save the items of that recipe in there for you, which is awesome. This is great. I really needed to have this because what we've been doing thus far is just having a crafting table with us at all times, just in case. So, anywho, that's pretty much the bulk of the miscellaneous items. Let's jump into what we're actually doing today. So in one of our live streams, it was really brought to my attention that we should get into AllTheModium. Now, AllTheModium is a mod in here, and we'll just kind of do a little search here. So if we do a search for all, we have to get a few more words in here. There we go. If we look at this, lots of bright neon-y colors, I would say, but this is a great way to get very, very good tools. And this is what we want to get into. And the earlier you can get into this, the better. So really, to get going, you have to find AllTheModium Ore. That's pretty much what everything else stems from, is AllTheModium Ore, as well as there's unobtainium as well, but that's in the end, I believe. Or yeah, I think that's in the end. I think so. So you have to go to the end for that. And then there's vibranium ore, which is in the nether. But anyway, besides those two, the place you want to start with is with AllTheModium Ore. Now, when you click on it, it'll tell you where you can find it. You can check it for it in all of the oceans. Y level 5 to 45, which is not bad at all. Pretty low down, but it is any ocean. In this mod pack, there's a couple different variants of oceans, like deep oceans, warm oceans, I think like ice oceans, and then just normal oceans as well. In any of those, you will be able to find that, from my understanding. So just keep that in mind. But it is extremely rare to actually find it. Now, I think we can actually grind this up, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, if we put it in an enrichment chamber, we get 2 of them. So we're definitely going to want to put it in an enrichment chamber to make sure that we get 2 out of it. when we do get it. But I have gone ahead and I've done a bunch of mining to actually find the AllTheModium ore. So I'll show you what we got. We'll take us to our mine. Now, I did move our waystone. This is a different mine. As you can see right here, we're out in an ocean compared to being by our base. And the other thing I should mention is that with the update, or I don't know if it's the update or me just having to reinstall the game, every chunk has to be reloaded on my map. So I think it just reset a bunch of stuff. Everything was still saved here. So all of my chunks were still claimed and chunk loaded, the ones that I had specified beforehand, but pretty much everything else on your map isn't going to show you. Again, I don't know if that's just because of me, I had to reinstall the whole entire thing, or if it's because of the update. Couldn't tell you. But anyway, we did move our mine out to an ocean so that we could have the potential to actually find the AllTheModium. And I have done that. As you can see here, we have a pretty cool setup here. Nothing too crazy. I actually do have an energy cell down here so that I could charge up our flux capacitor when we needed it, because we were using it quite a bit. And I just have some Sterling dynamos because we find a decent amount of coal when we're down here mining. But as you can see, there's a bunch of ores all over the place. I mean, we've gone all the way this way and dug out a bunch of this area, all through here, over there. And there's a bunch of stuff that's still in the walls, obviously, because I was more so on a mission to find exactly what I needed, rather than picking up everything, every single individual item along the way. Now, we have picked up all the diamonds, that is for sure. We found some really cool places as well. Because we are in a deep ocean, you'll find a lot of caves that are like this, where it's a cave system, but it's completely flooded with water. So it's really, really cool. The environment in this mod pack is so cool. There's such cool things to find. But anyway, so obviously I did a bunch of work that way. I've done a bunch of work over here as well, digging and just searching. And ultimately, going all the way down here, you might be able to see it in the distance here. Oh, maybe. There we go. We have found an AllTheModium ore. And you might notice right off the hand what our issue might be with it. AllTheModium ore is only obtainable by using a Cobalt level pickaxe. Yeah. Well, and we didn't only just find this one. I also found this one over here as well. So we actually have 2 of them, which should give us 4 pieces of AllTheModium, which is good for us to get started on things. But yeah, so Cobalt level mining, if you take a look at our pack, there isn't anything that's defined as Cobalt level, at least for pickaxes. So the only way that I know right now that you could get it is if you had a pick that could go to the netherite level of mining. And that easiest one to do relatively early in the game is the netherite pickaxe, which is just a basic Minecraft pickaxe. Now the easiest way to get this, I mean, you could, I think you can't, or no, you can't craft it on your own. The easiest way to get it, actually, what water infused? It gives it Fortune 1? Seriously? I didn't know that. With an element infuser? Dang. Okay, unbreaking. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm figuring things out. I didn't realize this. Okay, anyway, I'm getting distracted. Take a diamond pick with a netherite ingot in a smithing table, and you get a netherite pickaxe. It's the easiest way to do it thus far. Those are pretty interesting. Stellarites. How do we get those? Now I'm going down a rabbit hole. Pieces? Okay, I have no idea how we get those. But anyway, so this pick should allow us to mine up AllTheModium. Well, now we got to get netherite. Now, how do we do that? We need ancient debris, which means we have to go to the nether, but don't you fret. I have prepped for this video. We can just go right to our nether. Actually, yeah, we're good. We're good. We could go to the nether portal. So we can hop on in here. A lot of enemies out here. And very similar as to our overworld, for whatever reason, for me, every chunk in the nether reset as well. And you can see there are some weird discrepancies in how things were made, or how things are generated in here. We do have this guy here, the piglin. Get out of my face, piglin. Anyone else coming this way? I don't think so. But yeah, some weird discrepancies on our map here because of how things were generated, pre and post update for things. But we have found some really cool places here. There's some really, really cool biomes that we could take advantage of here in the nether. But we're not going to obviously get into that today. We're here for a specific reason. Let's see, anyone here that we can take out? Nope, okay. So I have made this pathway all the way down. The best level to find ancient debris at is roughly Y level 14 in the Nether. It's going to be one of the most populated areas for you to find it. And as you can see, we've done a decent amount of mining here to actually find some. And the best way actually to do this is if you hold down your grave key for your ore excavation and you hold down the shift key, you can actually change what type of ore excavation you are going to use. So we typically do shapeless. You could do a small tunnel, which is what I would recommend. Do a small square. You can do a mining tunnel, which will actually step stair you down, which is awesome. An escape tunnel will step stair you up, which is cool. And then you're back to shapeless. I would, again, recommend a small tunnel because you can do this, form a straight line down. You can do it on the top and then on the bottom, so you get a too high pathway, and then it makes it very, very easy to find what you are looking for. And I've obviously done this a few times here. And in the Nether, it's very, very easy to actually mine it because it's just netherrack, and it goes very, very quickly to mine it up. But I've already gotten a couple pieces of this, but I wanted to capture it on camera for you guys as well. So this is what your ancient debris is going to look like. It's kind of got like a brownish red tone to it. Almost looks like a chunkier version of cobblestone. Well, in order to mine it, you do need a obsidian level pickaxe. And lucky for us, we actually have an emerald pick that we could use to mine it up. There are a few other picks that you can use actually to get it, like a diamond pick would be perfectly fine. I think there's a few other ones as well. So just kind of make one to cater to what resources you actually have on hand. So what we're going to do is we are going to grab this. I'm just going to use the shapeless ore excavation to get both of these. It's actually kind of rare to find two. Typically you're going to find only one at a time, not necessarily two of them. But that is the ancient debris. Now there is a way to multiply these, and I'll show you that once we get back to the base. But the other thing I do want to show you is this. This is a mine shaft in the Nether. I didn't know this was a thing, but this is super cool. So there's stuff that we can go around and do some exploration. I probably should have my sword out here, but yeah, look at this. I mean, we have some soul sand with nether warts on it. You know, we have multiple different layers here. There are minecart tracks as well that we can go and explore. So you got some rails here for minecarts. There is a way around the corner here. We could just go through this. I do have a charm on that gives me fire protection. I'll show you real quick. It's this obsidian skull from Forbidden and Arcanius, I think is how it's pronounced. I might have mispronounced it horribly, but that will give us fire resistance, which is really, really nice for the Nether. And it's actually not too hard to make up that charm. So I highly would recommend making it up if you are venturing into the Nether, or just in general, it's good to have on you. So anywho, we can now head back to the base, and I can show you guys how you can literally take one piece of this and make it into 6 ancient debris pieces. Because I believe, let me make sure I'm using the right wording here. Yeah, because you want the, oh, I'm sorry, netherite scrap. You take ancient debris and you make netherite scrap. And now you can use netherite scrap then to make the netherite ingot. And you need 4 of them with 4 gold to make a netherite ingot. But there is a way that you can take one of the ancient debris and make 6. Yes, 6 scraps from it. So once we get back, I'll show you guys how to do that. Alright guys, now that we're back, let's jump into this. So, there is a way that you can actually get 6 scraps from each piece of this. So first, what you're going to want to do is take the ancient debris and put it in an ore purifier. So this does require a few kind of progression items that you might or might not already have by this point in time. But this is the most efficient way to get more bang for your buck with these, since they are a little bit harder to find. So you put these bad boys into our ore purifier here, which is what we originally used to duplicate ores. Now I have turned off the automation for it, and I've also torn down a lot of our stuff for this process because it would create so much lag. It was so crazy how much lag it would make. But as you can see right there, it took 2 pieces of debris and made 4 pure ancient debris chunks. So we can take these then, right? And then we come over here, and I believe, let me just double check. If we put them in a crusher, yep, we put them in a crusher, we can progress even more here. But you know what? Of course, why would I have a crusher prepared for this? Once again, I am ill prepared. All right, give me 1 second. All right, I'm always over here slacking. Always slacking. So we need our crusher. Pretty straightforward to make. The basic control circuit is just osmium and redstone in the enrichment chamber. Pretty straightforward again, like I said. So I will grab our bucket, and there we go. So we have our crusher. So let's get this over here. I did make a nice little place for it. Did craft up some basic universal cables so we can extend and get the crusher going here. Because, yep, we didn't have it here at all. So now if we take these 4 pure ancient debris chunks and we put them in the crusher, we give it some time, it should change them into 3 dirty netherite scraps. Now these netherite scraps can then be used in an enrichment chamber to get a normal netherite scrap. So really, these 4 should turn into what? 4 times 3, 12, right? 12. And then that'll give us 12 netherite pieces or netherite scraps from just 2 of those ancient debris. So again, a 1-to-6 ratio. Now again, you do need to have stuff from the elemental craft items set up here. And then you also need to have obviously some mechanism items placed in here as well. So we throw these in the enrichment chamber and they're going to craft up. So there you go. That is a 1-to-6 ratio ancient debris to netherite scraps. Really, really nice to have in this mod pack. But I've already crafted up a few of them. So let's just get the ball rolling here. We are going to need a diamond pickaxe. So let's grab some of our diamonds. Yes, we do have a decent amount of them. Just like so. And then we can go... Oh, what is going on here? There we go. I already got 5 of them here. We only need 4. We're also going to need some gold. Actually, I didn't need to do it like this. Throw those back in there. We got everything we need. So let's just get up and going. This we can do just like so. And there we go. Now we can take this over to our smithing table. Take that with that. And we get our netherite pickaxe. Perfect. Which will allow us to get the AllTheModium. So now we got to head back to our mine. So easy peasy. Just hop like that. And we are going to go all the way down here. Avoiding, I should really close all these holes in our roof here. But we should be able to get this. Perfect. All right. So that is 1 piece right there, which we should be able to get 2 ingots from. And then here's our second piece. So let's grab that. Just like so. And then we can take a peek here. What did I say? I think I said the enrichment chamber was one of our best things to do. You can use ore purification to get 2 of them. I don't know if we can do the same way. That'd be crazy if we could do the same way if we able to put it in a crusher. Oh, wait, we can. Okay. Please hold the phone. We might be able to even do some more duplication with the AllTheModium. Pretty much running the same exact way that we did before. So, once again, let's head back to our base of operations here. And what we're going to do is throw these boys in here. Now, again, if I am looking at it correctly, it will get us these, which we can then use smelting up to get the ingots, which is perfect. That's exactly what we need. So we went from 2 to 4, so we doubled it. And then we should be able to go into our, looks like a purification chamber or an enrichment chamber. What is that? The clump. What is the clump used for? Dirty. What is that used for? Okay, wow. So you can actually really go even farther with this if you really wanted to get a lot more bang for your buck. So let's actually go back here. So we can use these boys, right? And if we have the purification chamber going, we get 3 per each. So that right there is 12. And then you take those in a crusher and you get the dirty, and then you take those in an enrichment chamber and you get those. Okay. Holy smokes. So once again, let's see where we start. So we need a purification chamber with maybe flint in it, it looks like. I don't have any on me currently. Let's grab some of this. I didn't realize that this episode was going to turn into let's duplicate as many ores as we possibly can in the realm of the actual gameplay mechanics of the mod pack. Didn't know we were going that way, but hey, that's perfectly fine. So we got all those scraps. So if I take flint, was it flint? Am I mistaken here? What was it in? I thought it was in a purification chamber, which I should have. Do I not? I do not have a purification chamber up and going. But this would be so worth it. Okay, let's get one going. All right, so we got it going. I feel like it's going to take a lot more than what we were able to put in there to get it working. We're going to need a lot of flint for it to work. Because then we got to take this and put it in our crusher, which is next to it. And then from there, I think we put it in the enrichment chamber, if I'm not mistaken. Holy smokes, this is going to take a while to do. I think we need more flint. I don't know if there's an easy way for us to get flint, because I don't know how much I have hanging out in here. We have 25 more. Is there a way for us to get it, like, cheap? If I put something in, like, a pulverizer. We do have a 20% chance. In an enrichment chamber, okay, if we put it in an enrichment chamber, we get it. So, I have plenty of gravel on me, I believe. Gravel, let's grab a whole bunch of it. All right, I'm gonna get this stuff going, and then I'll bring it back once we get to a final result here. And would you guys look at that? There is 12 of AllTheModium ingots, just from 2 pieces of it, too. What is that? It's a 1-to-6 ratio of AllTheModium, right? 1 to 6. So I don't even know, what is that? Because it's not quad. It's a word that I don't even sextuple. Sextupling, is that what it is? Yeah, that's crazy. But anyway, there's a reason we got all these crafted up, and it's because I want to get a mining gadget going. So from the mining gadgets mod, I believe Direwolf20 is the mod author behind this, or at least he had some part in it. But these are really, really cool to get going. But obviously, in order to do it, you need AllTheModium nuggets. So, and we're gonna have plenty of those. So we're gonna take 2 pieces and get 18 nuggets. That should be plenty to get us going. We are going to need some of these blank pieces here. So just to get the tool itself going, we need some diamonds, iron, redstone, and then the blank upgrade module. So there we go. We got it. Don't know if it'll charge up based upon, it doesn't look like it. Oh, it is charging up, but it holds 1,000,000, which is way more than our flux capacitor will utilize, which is crazy. So, but that is the tool itself. Now there is the modification station, which you do need more of these. So let's get like 4, let's get 6 of those, because we need more of these. And then, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. We need these. There we go. We get 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. So, get a couple of these crafted up here. 3 of them should be fine for the time being. Throw those back in there. Let's get the modification station first, because that'll be extremely useful for us to have. And then, I guess we could put it down. I could show you what we have in here. So, we could take our tool, our mining gadget, throw it in there. And then you can shift click to insert from your slots or drop to upgrade on the screen. So, and then you can click to remove it. So we will do that in just a second here. I'm going to bring this with us, but we do need some upgrades as well, because I don't want to use it just on its own. There are a few upgrades that you can get for it, which will make it extremely, extremely powerful. So just to run you through, we do have Silk Touch, which is very self-explanatory. There is Void Junk, which is cool. It adds filtering. So like if you didn't want to pick up cobblestone, netherrack, whatever it may be, you can put this Void Junk upgrade on it and it'll get rid of them. But we already have our Dank, which can do that on its own. So there's no reason to get that one right off the bat. There is the magnet one, but we already have a magnet, so I kind of like having that more than just that. There is the upgrade for a 3x3 mining radius. That one would be extremely useful. There is a light placer, so it does use 100 FE per use, but it does automatically place lights when it's lower than a level 8 lighting, which is really useful. There's a freezing upgrade, which is really cool. This one is very, very useful. It freezes water and stops lava in its place. So basically, if you're mining and lava is above you, it's going to come down. It will get rid of it for you. That one could be extremely useful, but we do need snowballs for it, and we don't have those on hand just yet. I think, what would we need? I mean, we would need a blast chiller from thermal to get that one going. So that might be an upgrade for another episode because we've already been going so far. We do have fortune on here. Fortune 1, 2, and 3. And as you can see with these ones, you do need the previous upgrade to get to the next tier. There's also the range upgrade. So it extends your range up to 5 times with each tier, which is actually pretty nice. There is the battery upgrades. Very self-explanatory. Boosts the battery capacity up 2 million, 5 million, and 10 million. With our power production right now, I don't know if that's really what we need to have, so we might hold off on that one. We do have the efficiency, which would be extremely useful to do, so let's do an efficiency one. So we got the first level. Can we get the next one? We can if we had some more redstone blocks here. Get 2 more redstone blocks. Get to level 2. Sometimes it doesn't show the result there, but it actually is there. It's a little bit wonky at times. All right, we do need 4 blocks. We have so much redstone. Why don't we just go for it? That'll give us efficiency 3. Efficiency 4, we do need 6 blocks. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll get us efficiency 4. And then finally, yeah, figured as much. We'll need 8 blocks. 8 blocks of redstone, but we have it, so why not use it? So that will bump up our efficiency. And then there's also fortune, or there's the 3x3 radius. The 3x3 mining radius would be extremely nice, but it does take a lot of diamonds and a lot of redstone. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's do 4. And the 3x3, this allows us to use a 3x3 without having to use our ore excavation, because ore excavation has it, but it does consume a lot of your hunger. And I think this one kind of offsets it, so it doesn't use as much hunger, but it does take a lot of diamonds. So do keep that in mind if you're doing this on your own. There we go. I think it's worth it though. We'll get those upgrades, and that's what we will start with. So let's come out here. I'm going to place this over here in our workshop area. I feel like it has a home here. We could place it right there for the time being. So we'll put in our mining tool. We can just take this, put it on there, just like so, and we are good to go. Now really, I probably should power up our energy here, but it is what it is. So let's go back to our mine, and let's try this bad boy out. I'm very, very excited. As you can see already, we already get a little marker wherever we are going to utilize this mining gadget. So let's come down here. And as you can see, it gets rid of it. But for whatever reason, our 3x3 is not working. And now I did put a 3x3 on there. Yeah, 3x3 upgrade. All right, let me check something. All right, so we're running low on time here, but I did want to show you guys this. So there is a open mining gadget settings in your controls, but by default, it's not set to anything. So you just need to set it yourself. I'm just setting it to the, what is that, the comma, or is that the tilde? I think it's the tilde. So we'll do that. Hop back into the game, and we can open our settings here. So toggle upgrades, we have that, right? We have the gadget size 1x1, 3x3. This is where we can change it to a 3x3. Range of 5. We can also edit our visuals as well. So we can actually change the breaking style. If you guys saw before, it would shrink blocks. We can also fade blocks instead if we wanted to, just like so. I kind of like the other one. The shrink is pretty cool. You can also change the beam color too, and it'll give you the preview here. So I, as always, am a big fan of purple. So that's what we're gonna do. Purple with like maybe cyan in the middle would be kind of cool. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. We also do have precision mode. Not 100% sure what that is, and then there's a volume that you can adjust as well. But there we go. We got it all set. Now, I think once we get a good range extension on this, it'll be really nice. If we take a look here, the range one actually isn't that bad. Let me try it out real quick. Let's get a range extension going and see how much even more efficient this can be. All right, I am back, and I do have the range extension, and as you can see, oh, there's an Enderman right there. Oh, we don't see that often. All right, we gotta take him out. Oh, geez. Oh, I thought we were gonna die. We got so close to dying there. Oof. But yeah, look at this range extension then on our mining gadget. I mean, we can hit that from all the way back here. I am at the tier 3 of the range here. So it's 5 times each tier. So this is the first tier. You do need diamonds and lapis. Second tier, you need emeralds and lapis. Not too bad. And obviously the first tier. It's the third tier that's the most expensive because you do need 4 blocks of lapis, a block of diamond, and a block of emerald. But I feel like ultimately it's well worth it. So I do have it charged up here as well. So we are good to go to test it out. So let's test her out. Which I don't know why, like, we go so slow with it. And we definitely want to get some more upgrades on it. But, like, look at how quick this goes. Just completely destroys everything in our path here. And would you look at that? We got some diamonds right there. Now, if we had fortune on this, it would be even better. If we had freezing, it would take care of those. So definitely some stuff to get in the future are those upgrades. But yeah, this is pretty awesome. Definitely want some more upgrades with this. I mean, just from a distance, we can do so much damage. We're making such a big mess though. Ah, but yeah, would you look at, like, that's insane. And let's see, just from that, I mean, we've used 200k, but we've done a lot of mining, like a lot of mining here. So I think that's, I mean, I think it kind of just goes to show you that this is a very effective tool to have. Oh my gosh. Okay, you do need to be careful though, because if you have high efficiency on it, it just kind of goes right through everything. I don't know if you necessarily want that all the time. Oh, this is so much fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun with this. And would you look at that, just from a little bit of mining, I found another piece of AllTheModium. So this is really where you want to start. Start here, get the mining tool going. It makes it so much easier to get up and going to finding AllTheModium. Trying to get a good picture here for our thumbnail in some form or fashion. Maybe there. We'll kind of figure it out. I don't know. Can I use this on it? It does look like I can use the mining tool on it. It just takes a while to do, and we do have it. So there you go, right there, guys. I think that was a very successful episode. I hope you all did enjoy, and we will get more upgrades on this bad boy, don't you worry. But if you did enjoy this episode, feel free to leave a like down below. Better yet, leave me a comment. Let me know what you're thinking on this series, or if you have any questions, concerns, whatever. I try to read as many of the comments as I can, so definitely feel free to drop those down below. If you are new here, you do want to follow along, hit that subscribe button and bell notification. It'll let you know every single time I post a new episode here on the channel. I did mention earlier in our episode that I do stream over on Twitch. I have that link down in the description below, along with our Discord. If you are interested in joining the community, highly recommend checking out the Discord. A bunch of cool people over there. We just like to hang out and have a good time. So, guys, with that being said, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you all did really enjoy, and I will catch you all in the next episode. Take it easy.